Hey!
Thank you for joining us again. We're ready to dive into what is it? Return of the King. So movie number 3, and yeah, we lost Wizard. He has to go to bed because he was lost. So it's okay.
Darn Eastern time zone.
Right. Yes, poor guy's on an Eastern time zone. So I think next year we'll definitely start earlier and maybe change how we do it. But we're hoping to make this an annual thing. So that'll be really fun. I know we're talking about animated this summer and Hobbit in September. So yeah. So if you stop by live, be sure to put the one ring to rule them all to enter the giveaway and for our books. And then otherwise, I think we're just going to dive in because the movies get longer the further in you go. So I think
it's just Dean Suter here.
I know. So far, it's just my parents. Hi, guys. I love you. So, all right. Well, and Nico and Tori, make sure that you subscribe to their channels.
Please.
They are doing amazing jobs of reviewing amazing books like ours.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. All right. Are we ready?
I think we're ready. So, and there we go.
And Alicia, there we go.
So we're going to start our countdown. So get yourself ready.
We're just starting on the New Line Cinema. We're not skipping any of that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And Alicia, go ahead and just put in there one ring to rule them all to enter your name again. And Sarah. So before you did that again.
For your Hawaiian class, which is awesome.
Yes, for your Hawaiian
class. That's really cool.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Are you
learning rewinded to New Line Cinema?
Or what kind of Hawaiian class? Or Hawaiian bread?
All right, we're starting ours at when it says Lord of the Rings. Is that cool?
I was just there.
Oh, no.
And I rewinded. Okay, I'm there now.
Hold on. Now I'm not there. Hold on.
Oh, no. I went back.
I'm still at New Line Cinema.
I was just fast forwarding.
Okay.
Where's Anita? The girl who loves cinema.
With Alan?
I'm sure she'll be here.
He's doing his sprints. I'm glad he's feeling better then.
Is he doing sprints right now?
What Sarah says, yeah.
Ah.
I know that there was a big, right before we got on, there was a huge Tom Bombadil, a fight on Alan's Discord.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Excuse me.
But that was entertaining. All right, I am at Lord of the Rings now.
All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Blast off.
Ew.
Right along.
I honestly forgot how this one started.
It's so weird to see Andy Serkis's actual face now.
He does a good job making it very strange, even just without all of the Gollum motion capture. Dude was never right in the head to begin with.
Neither's Deagle, though.
Deagle seems pretty normal, or more normal, at least.
He's got a great hat.
I do think it's cool that they are fishing in a Welsh caracal.
Why is he that excited over a singular fish?
It's a big fish. A lot of food.
I mean,
all day.
I have seen people get legitimately that excited about fishing, so I buy it.
I guess you are in Minnesota. That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
You guys take your fishing seriously.
Very serious.
I'm not much of a fisher myself.
He won't go fishing with me.
But you like fishing?
Selectively. Once in a while, I wouldn't mind going fishing, just to be outside. But he's like, gross.
Take a book.
If I can listen to an audiobook,
you can literally listen to an audiobook.
No, because you'd want to talk to me.
No, I wouldn't. I would want to listen to the nature.
That's just the worst, isn't it?
Yeah, heaven forbid I want to talk to my husband. Wait, so we're going to see Andrew in a few days, and he's going to be like, "Oh, can I just listen to my audiobook the whole 7 hours we drive?" Oh, no, I'd like to talk to you. Oh, you want to talk to me?
I could get through so much Memory of Light.
You get the prologue.
Yeah.
The prologue is 3 hours.
The summary.
Yeah.
That 7 hours should summarize all the books beforehand, right?
I finished Towers of Midnight earlier today, and I wasn't planning on doing a Memory of Light until next month, but I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. Just gonna do
Yeah.
it. So.
Those ears.
Still kind of creepy.
Doesn't the books don't the books say he's kind of untrustworthy in the first place?
Mhm.
It's something about him going back and talking to his mom, or Deal's dead and he doesn't admit it or something.
Is Deagle his brother, right?
I don't know if brother, but at least they're related.
Yeah.
But I feel like there was a bit of background that went into who he was. Or like his mother was like the matriarch of the clan or something, and
Oh man, it's been a while for me.
I don't remember any of
I figure they have to be related because when you just change a couple of letters and end an eagle, that usually means related.
and brothers are
Like
always
the dwarves.
together.
Oh, thank you, Sue and Dean.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah. Apparently, Alan's ranting. I think she's talking about Alan ranting about Legolas.
Legolas.
Probably.
I mean,
Legolas.
he's usually ranting about something.
He doesn't get to rant about Legolas if he's not here.
Exactly.
He could have been here and ranted.
I
Yeah.
know. If he's good enough to sprint, he could have. He looks more like Wormtongue here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but the way he got his lips to look like, pretty cool.
I always expect the voice to have been different, and the fact that the voice was that's what he sounded like before everything. I'm just like, I would have bought that being something that happened because of his malformities, but no, that's just what he sounded like. I do love the way they show the transformation, though.
Yeah. Was Andy Serkis nominated for this?
Should have been.
He absolutely should have been.
This is the one that had that actually won, right?
Yeah.
He probably was.
Except for Ian McKellen did not win, and he was upset. He was sad about it. And there's a really funny story he tells on the Graham Norton show.
Yeah.
Where apparently he was wearing his special New Zealand stone necklace or whatever that they'd been given when they left. And Maggie Smith, who plays McGonagall in the Harry Potter film, she's like, "What's that?" prior to the awards. And he told her it's his punami and it's something from New Zealand and it's very special and whatever. And it's supposed to bring him luck.
Yeah.
And then after all the awards, he didn't win. And Maggie Smith saw him when they were coming back out of the awards ceremony. And she points at it and goes, "Didn't work, did it?"
Oh.
How do you say that to Ian McKellen? That's so mean. But it was the way his impersonation of Maggie Smith is absolutely flawless. It's so funny.
He was not nominated for Academy Award.
No.
Not in this one. But Andy Serkis was it?
No, that's Andy
Andy
Serkis
Serkis was not. In the second one, was he?
Nominations that he doesn't have one for Academy.
Oh, okay. Really? He wasn't nominated at all?
There's so many. I feel like there's several performances in this show that should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's fantasy, so
Exactly.
wasn't mainstream enough.
It would have been.
And it also should have won all 3 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew it.
Agreed.
And that's why they gave it to the Return of the King as a nod, in my opinion.
In some ways, though, Two Towers should have been.
Yes.
Sue, I watch a lot of Graham Norton clips too. If I'm having a rough day, I will watch Graham Norton interviews because they're always hilarious.
Exactly.
Mine are usually game changer clips.
Game changer.
I was watching the Game Changer shorts, and now I'm actually started watching the full episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Astin was one of the ones I was thinking of besides Andy Serkis for sure.
I wonder if it's because he didn't show his face, so it doesn't count.
They were
They
still
showed it for a bit at the beginning.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's for his performance as Gollum, which it is.
Yeah.
It is his face, but and his movements and his all of that. But it was such a new idea.
I mean, he's talked about too that like even while they were filming this, like other people like on set thought it was really dumb and like thought it was a joke what he was doing and didn't take it seriously, and like even like for the movie they were filming thought the whole motion capture thing was silly. And it's, I mean, he's been a pioneer of it, and he's had a lot of big parts and just does bring so much to the roles.
Mm-hmm.
And now they use it for all sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know Sean Astin had a biography.
He does. I have read that.
I'm putting it on my Goodreads.
I did read that. Yeah.
I kind of want to read Tom Felton's too.
Who's Tom Felton? Remind me.
Draco from Harry Potter.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Oh yeah, I just saw that one.
Yeah, it just came out recently.
Yeah. I read Sean Astin's biography like pretty soon after this. Viggo Mortensen should write one. He has had so many cool roles.
There's so many just people who are so fantastic.
Yeah. Well, Ian McKellen. Did Christopher Lee ever write one?
I feel like he had to have won something at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know for this.
The Lord of the Rings Fellowship, they all got awards every year, so they won lots of categories. They just didn't get Best Picture. Beautiful Mind beat them out.
Okay.
It beat out Gosford Parks, In the Bedroom, Lord of the Rings, and Moulin Rouge. Actually,
Oh.
Apparently, Christopher Lee was never even nominated for an Oscar.
That's
What?
ridiculous.
No. Oh
Wow.
my gosh.
This is according to Twitter, though, so I don't know how true it was.
Twitter's always accurate, Nico.
Yeah, Nico,
Yeah,
you
but
and
on
your
there-
Twitterverse.
It's the first result that came up, but it looks like other sources agree. You got a BAFTA and a Bram Stoker, but never an Oscar.
They would give him how they do like the post.
Despite the fact that James Bond is allegedly based on Christopher Lee.
Huh.
Too.
Really?
There's another fun fact.
I've not heard that.
Best Picture the next year was Chicago, and it beat out
A
Gangs of
musical.
New York, The Pianist, The Hours, and Two Towers.
The awards, I feel like, are so ridiculous.
No, they're so it's
Young Gandalf.
Yeah, young master can't tell.
They're so cute. Hey, Anitha.
hello.
There's Anitha.
Whoa.
We were looking for you.
Yeah.
Nimue is nearby, lounging. And
He just said Nimue
I
and she's
pointed at her
ready.
and said her name, and she's now coming over.
She heard us say Anitha's here and she's
I have
ready.
the other cat in my lap, just off screen. Yeah,
She just heard us talk about Anitha.
Anitha's here, Nimue.
It's okay, you're safe. Anitha's here. Show your face, not your backside. That's inappropriate, ma'am. Be a lady.
So pretty. Her coloring is so pretty.
I don't really, I mean, the award shows, like, I kind of look up afterwards who won what sometimes, but honestly, I don't really care anymore.
I look up.
I
the
pay
songs,
really no
listen to
attention.
The songs, the performances that they do.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Well, it's so political at this point. I'm just like, psh, like,
Yeah.
Theoden is upset.
Mhm.
Hang from a gibbet For the sport of your own crows. That's a pretty good one, though.
That is a good one.
I do like getting a little bit more of a closure with Saruman in the extended version because you still don't get to see the after, but
Right.
gives you at least a little more.
Bundle up, Nimue.
There was a reference right there to the blues.
What?
So I suppose you want the 7 crowns of the 7 kingdoms and the staves of the 5 wizards.
What?
The 2 blues.
That's right. Yeah.
Why my lighting is so wonky tonight?
It's like dark when you first.
I know.
We actually have our volume on a little bit more tonight, so if there's like an echo or anyone could hear it, let us know.
So fun. Now we were talking about Sam Elliott.
1880s is the TV show.
Oh, I love Sam Elliott in Tombstone. Right?
Yes.
That's Tombstone.
Yeah, he's the older
Oh,
her brother.
Not very.
We are at Saruman is up on top and he's talking down
Does it not
at
have the time?
I was trying to get it to show that.
Give
Time.
it select
an arrow through his gob.
Here's one select one.
Right there. Maybe it says select.
Share.
Oh, well, then hit the other side.
It's options.
And then Saruman just shot fire down at Gandalf.
Ain't no thing.
That's right.
Gandalf's just like, nah. So now who's the Grey Wizard now is the question. See, there's some magic.
There was even a firebolt a second ago.
Yeah. You can't get much more magical than that.
Yeah, but Gandalf rolled a nat 20 on his his insult is so empty given the fact that he's been raising orcs.
Right?
Children and dogs. I have orcs. Like, cool.
Ooh. Rude.
That says something about Theoden, though, that he is trying to save Grima.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least offer him a way. Sarah, you finished the Hobbit movies. Oh, okay. I'm starting to LOTR. Excellent.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
That's quite the shot.
He's Elvish.
Yeah. That's like, look at this height, though. I mean, there's no way. There's just no way.
Ooh.
So Anitha, Wizard was too tired. He almost fell asleep last night, and so he has a day job. So he won't be with us today, unfortunately. He might be watching right now, though.
It's just a flesh wound.
Mm-hmm. He'll be fine.
Wonder if there are any sharkies in the water.
Don't do it, Pippin.
It's a bad joke from the book. I'm gonna start saying "bless my bark" now.
Yeah, I know.
Please don't.
That's a good one.
Whenever anybody asks me to make any decision, I'm gonna come back later and be like, "Well, I've decided that you're not an orc." And then they get mad, which like, "Bless my bark!" What a reaction!
Don't be hasty.
That's right.
Get an email. Hey, did you finish looking into that for me? Don't be hasty.
I had that hanging on my computer at work for a couple of years to remind myself to slow down.
So, Alicia, I actually said the same thing when they showed Smeagol earlier. I was like, man, he looks just like Wormtongue to me.
I suppose now that Theodred is dead, that Éomer is the heir.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
I wouldn't want to heat it, but I could live there.
I could definitely live there.
Love, yeah. I could totally do
I mean, in the Golden
that. I
Harbor.
love it.
Mm,
I love all of it. I wouldn't like the wind. I hate wind.
Yeah, that literal
Yes,
hill in
yes,
New Zealand, I
yes.
wouldn't like do like a coup of the country just to build Edoras there because it would be miserable. But
I love this part so much.
no, Anitha, Theodred, which is Theoden's son, is dead. So the heir apparent would be his nephew.
Right now, Legolas and Gimli are having a drinking contest.
Eowyn is given our
Those
hero.
Everyone's still
starry
thirsty.
eyeballs. Right.
I mean, if that was standing in front
He's
of
now
you,
married.
you'd be
I was gonna say,
confused.
isn't that what happens in Firefly?
Hey, they drank for the same time. Married now.
I've
Whoops.
seen Firefly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Find my pretty floral bonnet.
Now, finally, he made me watch it.
Made you.
Did
Made
like it?
you.
Made me.
It's
It's
so
just something
good.
that like normally wouldn't be up my alley. It was fine. I didn't mind it.
She did feel the whole range of emotions because she wasn't into it at first, and by the time she was like really into it, it was over
Yeah,
forever.
I was
And
so
she's like,
upset.
"Why would you make me watch this? Because now I can't see more." And I'm
Because I
like,
had to listen.
now you know the pain.
I had to listen to him complain for 10 years about this awesome show. Just got canceled. And I'm like, yeah, so less incentive for me to watch it. Like, why would I waste the time and energy like getting into it if it's just canceled?
Enjoy those.
And I finally, he just put it on one night and I watched it and I was like, this is okay. Like, I wasn't feeling it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, I really love this. Let's watch the next one. And he's like, it's over. And I'm like, what? Why would you have done this to me? I was so mad.
Did you guys watch the movie? The Serenity?
Yes.
Yeah.
At least give some closure.
I was gonna say they actually did a really good job with the movie.
Yeah.
Still some scarring scenes in that, though.
Oh, for sure.
Don't even talk about it. I'm not even ready. Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Ben and I have been slowly rewatching an episode every once in a while.
Yeah. I love it. Yeah. Firefly can rewatch anytime.
Nico likes to really get me into shows and then not tell me that something traumatizing is going to happen. And then something traumatizing happens. And then my day is ruined because he also made me get into Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And so I was like really feeling that. And then the whole Rose thing happened. And like I called him at work, just like a mess. And I was like, I'm never watching it again. And I finally started watching it again. And then the whole Rory and Amy thing happened. And I've not watched another episode since. I'm not doing it.
So now, whenever you hang up on Nico, do you say, just so you know, Nico,
That's a very good thing I should do. That's very valid. I'm never gonna get over these things. Ever.
I love that the
Stop it, I'm gonna
hobbits are
cry.
like in their element right
Yes.
now.
Right.
Don't let me go.
We're finally back to where they started.
moments of normalcy.
She really will say that. We were with her. Dress up like a dog.
They do always juxtapose them, don't they? That Vigo's always in black and Ian's always in
Same. I can't watch the one with Rose either. We started kind of rewatching it again, like here and there. And I'm like, I'm not going to be able to watch that part. I will just lose my mind. I'm still not healed from the first time.
Onion something. Mary and Pippin's podcast.
The
Friendship Onion.
Friendship Onion.
Yeah. It's wonderful. It's so.
It is very good.
It's been a while since I've rewatched Doctor Who. And even then, I actually usually skip. I jump into Tenet. I love Tenet. Yeah. And the one after.
I say I love Eccleston, but Tenet was fantastic.
I loved Eccleston. He was good.
Eccleston is my favorite.
He was a great
Same.
turn.
He was my first, and so he always kind of holds that spot. But David Tennant did just kind of make the role his own. Like when I think about the show, I think about Tennant's years.
Right, exactly. Did you ever see Tennant do Hamlet?
I've seen clips of
really
it.
Good. It's really
I've never seen the whole thing.
Yeah, it's a good version. It's not like Lion King. He sees his dad in the
Like Mufasa.
Mufasa.
Mufasa. Mufasa. Oh, do it again.
Filthy orcs. I can't do voices like you, Andrew.
Wait,
It's okay,
Tennant's
I'll
coming
entertain
back?
He did come back
What?
for a time as
Or like a mini series.
He'll be new Doctor next year.
as a bridge to the
Yeah.
The woman's gone?
David Tennant.
The woman will last.
That's why I need to catch up, but I haven't seen. I saw a couple episodes with Peter Capaldi, and I haven't seen anything since.
Will Rose come back for a couple of episodes?
I don't think so.
Not interested.
I believe.
And it is also a really good Scrooge McDuck, by the way.
I think
The new
that-
Duck Tales.
Oh, is he the voice?
Yeah.
I forgot that.
I
Yeah.
did like him in the remake of Fright Night, which was surprisingly decent. He was like unrecognizable, but then there's a scene where he takes off his costume and it's David Tennant, and it was really funny.
Yeah, Smeagol wouldn't. But...
Stupid fat.
Fat! I'm not that fat!
Spring.
I'm wet! I'm hysterical and I'm wet!
The cat's face.
That's her favorite thing.
Yeah. Hey, why'd you stop?
She
Yeah.
purrs louder when he does it, so and
then
she
she's
gets
just
mad when he
staring at me
stops.
Like, why'd you stop?
Sarah, thank you. I agree. I did hate Donna. There's so many people who love her. You either love her or you hate
Stop it! Nico also hated Donna.
I didn't hate Donna.
You hated Donna.
I feel like
We
it
also
Yeah.
liked
kind of worked.
right before Donna, though. We liked her.
her.
People still called her whiny, but we liked her.
Martha.
Before
Martha. I liked her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's with Donna.
I didn't like
it's
Martha.
Catherine Tate is too good at being obnoxious and unlikable.
Yes.
Like she is amazingly good at acting that way.
Because you
And
don't
if
like her in the office.
Well, because if
either.
you watch in like her comedy show, 90% of it is her being ridiculous and obnoxious,
Yeah.
and some of it's hilarious. But it's like she's so good at playing that kind of role that it's just like, ugh. But I think it kind of worked as just a different kind of companion, which I feel like you kind of needed after the first two.
And
Absolutely.
they also play off each other because they're really good friends in real life. Tennant.
And then all the jokes about like, are you together? And they're like, no, and you know everything.
I would like
It
to
worked.
see Much Ado About Nothing. They play together
Oh,
opposite
they'd be
each other.
great.
Because she would be a good
And
Beatrice.
Beatrice?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be that.
Joss Whedon actually did a Much Ado About Nothing with
Yes.
Simon from Firefly, which is actually really good.
Yes, that was really good. That's the one at his house, right? Where he is like just a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird, but
Simon
it
was
was good.
Benedict.
I've forgotten it.
With what?
Simon was Benedict.
Oh, I don't remember
The main
names.
character?
He was a prominent character, if not the main character.
Okay.
Who's that kid who's the new doctor that was from that show on Netflix I was watching?
Shuti Ngatwa. I'm probably still mispronouncing
You
that.
probably are still mispronouncing.
Shuti is right, I think. Like his first name. I think I saw him in something else.
Somebody, I've been told that that's how you pronounce the first name,
Mhm.
because I never would have guessed that, the way it's spelled. But
He's in a show on Netflix, a Netflix original, called Sex Education. That I really, really liked him in. His character was so fun. And then Nico's like, he's supposed to be the new doctor. I'm like, that seems like an odd fit, but I'm definitely down. I'll give it a try. So that's the only reason I've considered watching it again after all of the trauma. But.
And yeah,
apparently,
in the Joss Whedon one, yeah, it's like Nathan Fillion and everybody Joss Whedon has ever worked with.
That was
is
where
in
Nathan
the-
Fillion played
He's
Dogberry,
Dogberry,
right?
yeah.
I said he was apparently Sean Maurer was Don John.
Yes. Yep. Doc. Yep. It's like all the Firefly characters.
I have to rewatch that. That was fun.
Yeah.
One.
I can't find it anywhere.
It's so creepy.
Him with his eyes open.
Yeah, sleeping with his eyes open. About as sneaky as
The oldest trick in the book.
Yeah.
Not.
exactly.
This is where Indiana Jones got it, you know,
That's right.
studying the past. Oh, Broadchurch. That's what I was, Sarah. Yeah. I was out. The first season was
That
excellent.
was a good show.
The second season was pretty good, and the third season they had just went too far with the same idea, and it didn't really work anymore. But it was still not bad. Wizards need their sleep too. Okay.
Mary just
I'm just pointing out too that despite what's going on, he's not making even like a fraction of the weird groans and moans that Frodo makes during every activity.
it's more like a seizure.
Hot potato.
Yeah.
Just use him.
Throws him.
Can you get over how young his face is? He looks so young.
I'm just saying, I think he would have said Minas Tirith if he knew it was called Minas Tirith Gandalf.
Also, I do think it is interesting that they're like, we know a glimpse of the enemy's plan. And I'm like, it wouldn't have taken me staring into a Palantir to figure out that Sauron was probably going to hit Minas Tirith next.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, like
Fair.
I feel like that wasn't really a major revelation.
Right.
What a shocking development.
I know, right?
I was pretty sure his next move was just going to go
The
like
Shire.
over to Erebor or
Yeah. Embroidery on each of their outfits.
The beacons of Gondor, Rohan must be ready for war.
There's somebody's now that ours.
Why should we write really come to Ireland?
You never even asked, Theoden.
Right, Alethea. Alethea.
Night.
Have fun.
A Zoom class at this hour? Oh, is this the person who's in New Zealand?
No, that was
No,
Darius.
but she's learning Hawaiian.
Yeah, she's just.
Oh, okay, interesting.
So it's probably the class is technically in Hawaii.
Yeah, and that's about 5 hours behind where I am. So okay, that makes sense.
Why do you just know the time difference of Hawaii?
Because I lend in all 50 states. I
Fair
have to
enough,
know all the
okay,
time zones.
Fair enough. Well, it seemed like a little random.
Yeah. Well, now I'm speaking fun facts that I just know. It's not related to anything we're doing. But
They see Alethea said, yep, 5 hours behind.
yeah.
Okay.
Look
You
at
got
me.
it. You got it.
What a day. This is such a good day for me.
Gandalf can handle it.
3 days as the Nazgul flies. I feel like you could have said that a little less bleak. Like, you mentioned the big eagles, mentioned any bird. Like 3 days as the Nazgul flies.
It's like it's a 3.5 or 4 day ride on a horse.
He's on Shadowfax though.
True. So
It was like 2
3
hours.
days. Yeah, right.
There's one thing I know about Shadowfax. It's that Shadowfax is going to show us the meaning of haste.
Yes.
They keep a dictionary in the saddlebags. Thank you, Patricia, for humoring me with my terrible joke. Everyone else is like, we're just going to ignore that one.
I laughed. I just had my microphone on mute. I love this moment with Mary so much.
I know. Yeah.
It's where, yeah, it's like it's not Frodo and Sam being separated. It's Merry and Pippin, and you're just like, oh.
And I love that Aragorn's like acting as a tiny bit of a father figure in this moment.
I mean, he's twice his age.
Yeah, it's true. Meanwhile, in the forest.
Oh, Ferns and Ethelos. Ethelos.
Did they slow down? Well, there it's slowed down, but it's like whenever the elves are moving, it's slowed down just slightly, so that way they look like they're rolling.
Could be filming in 45.
What I want to know is how they found a child who looks like the most perfect blend of Viggo Mortensen and Liv Tyler ever. Like, that's impressive.
Especially right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that he's 86. Is he just going to start aging really fast for this 10-year-old boy and now Aragorn's gray that fast, or did they just take their time?
Well, it takes time to establish a kingdom.
Other things to do.
They have
Yeah.
other things to
Other
do.
things don't take time.
I was gonna say he makes it to over 200 before he goes, and he's fully white at that time. But
I'm honestly really glad that Tolkien never wrote that supposed story he was working on. It was a grim, dark story of what happens after Aragorn dies, and his son just craps all over the kingdom, and it's just a.
That's horrible.
Yeah, but he was
Yeah, it
supposed to be
doesn't sound-
outlining it and everything.
Nobody wants that.
No. Hey, Flight of the Conchords.
Oh, that actor.
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is
The New Zealand man. Right?
Figwit. It's Frodo is great. Who's that guy?
Hello.
He became, it's an acronym, and he became like famous. He was on cards named Figwit. They loved him so much they brought him back in The Hobbit as a different elf that worked with all of them.
that's fun.
Ben has arrived.
Hey,
Hello, everyone.
it is funny that it's just the couples that are left for this one.
Meanwhile, Elrond is like, well, your window is closing. Your clock is ticking. It's not going to happen.
I know. Ouch.
She's 2,700 years old, and she just has this tiny window of time now.
Right. Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
once you get to 3,000, your body really starts to change.
Really starts to, yeah. That makes sense.
Elven menopause
Yeah.
lasts for a millennium. Well,
Hi, Pippin.
The Silmarillion, Sarah. That's the prequel, right? Isn't that like the creation story for
yeah, it's everything before The Hobbit.
before? Yeah.
She said Salamandron, and I think of Salamandastron from the Redwall series.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I saw T just reviewed Matameo.
Oh, yeah? Nice.
I can't wait to read those. Have your kids read those?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Have you not read any of them?
I've read the first 3, and then my brother read all of them.
We
Oh.
mean for the kids.
Yeah,
Like,
but
have
yeah.
your kids read them yet?
Oh, yeah. Tristan's read every single one of them.
No.
Well,
he
except for
hasn't.
one.
There's
Legend
one
of
left.
Luke, right?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
Legend of Luke. He hasn't read.
Long Patrol is my favorite.
I remember liking that.
I've been so curious to reread those because I read a bunch of them when I was a kid, but I have like no
Mhm.
memories.
Yeah.
I have no
There's some pretty
I have no
powerful
memories.
moments. Like he doesn't pull punches. It's
Mm-mm.
perfect.
Yeah.
No.
I've heard you can find them read by the author, and that they're
Mm.
really good read
I bet it would be.
Yeah, it would be.
Accent.
with his accent. I know. Oh,
And the moles speak. That's
Yeah.
something.
did you ever watch the cartoon?
Oh yeah.
You got sparrows down perfectly. When we watched sparrows at our old farm.
Well,
Oh,
here it is. The famous reforging.
The
of
excellent
blade.
forging.
Right.
Hey, Palmer.
Definitely how it works.
Hello.
Palmer's been outshining me this week. She finished her short
Yeah.
story before me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
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 So,
I haven't even started
Yeah.
mine yet, so.
do you know why forging it like that worked out, though?
Thinking about it.
I
Tori?
haven't. But it, huh.
I thought it doesn't work.
Oh, I said, do you know why forging the sword worked like that, Tori?
It's gonna be a terrible pun.
Because it's Elvish.
'Cause-
Yeah. I got you.
All the dwarves would have
They
been
can
like,
skip
"That's
all
not
the
how you
steps."
reforge a sword.
Right.
Darn elves, they know nothing. Or it'd be funny, like,
I mean,
first
they
time
don't
Aragorn uses
really
it,
bring-
it just
bring the
completely
power
shatters because it was
Yeah.
forged improperly.
The design of this city is super cool.
Okay, so did they literally carve every building out of the mountain? Like, it's just
Or it
So-
was built up the sides.
okay, yeah. So like, there's bricks and stuff. Okay,
Yeah. But there's
know.
bits and pieces of the mountain still in there.
But the work they did to buttress into that rock, just because it's there, is so humanity.
Right?
Imagine what that would be.
Why would you build it there?
Because
Why
we
wouldn't
can.
you?
That's right.
Like, imagine what it'll look like when it's done. Just keep imagining that.
People will sing of our prowess for decades, eons.
It's like, the elves forged that way because the dwarf did say you can't do it that way, and they said, or maybe we do.
It does make you wonder how long it would take to build that freaking city, though.
It takes about 9 months in Minecraft, I think.
2 months in Valheim, if that.
Well, it depends if you have cheats on or not.
Yeah, that's true. If you have cheats on, it takes less time. Ugh, Denethor. Ugh.
Now here we go.
Ugh, Pippin not listening to anybody ever.
Don't say
just don't talk.
5 minutes. I need 5
Good advice.
silence.
Me going into the grocery store with my
I
children.
was just gonna say, me prepping my kids for any outing, and then the first thing out of their mouth.
I love the Constantinopolitan design they did here.
Mhm.
Black and white. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I never noticed that before.
So beautiful.
I also love how they designed how high the throne is and how low Denethor's seat is next to it.
And then the crown that hangs up over the throne.
Mm-hmm. You know that he knew they were coming and set himself up there with the broken horn just to make a statement.
Such a drama queen.
Don't even act like you're sad. Get out of here.
It's because Legolas killed him.
because he's elvish.
It's because he took the ring.
Because he's elvish. Yeah.
Yep, that's the only reason. Oh, Pippin. Of all the lords he could have picked. Gandalf's face. This is such a parent. I relate to this so much.
So Sarah, while you're over there at the Allen Sprint, make sure you remind him that we're talking about him behind his back over here. Correcting his lore.
Smack.
Get up, you
Well, he also never knew that he betrayed them.
You're right. Gandalf wasn't there for that.
Oh, Gandalf. Aragorn told him.
The parents talk to each other in this fellowship.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just mean that Pippin was after Thor because of what Boromir did for him. But he doesn't know that Boromir betrayed the Fellowship even for a moment.
Denethor
Neither does Denethor. Pippin doesn't.
Pippin doesn't. No,
Boromir.
you're right. Which they kind of go into.
It does kind of what he just said there. It does kind of imply that he has a Palantir, which, because I know we were talking about how it's never outright stated in the movies, but that does kind of at least imply it. It's like, I've seen more than you know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they just didn't like double down and state it in the movies. It would have been an easy thing.
Exactly.
Maybe they just wanted to concentrate on his madness as being natural. He's just that guy.
Yeah. Instead of giving him like an excuse, like you Sauron. It wasn't
Get him, Gandalf.
robe just got clean.
The what?
I was noticing how dirty Gandalf's robe was in the when he
clean.
turned around, and then
Yeah.
it was cleaner.
It's really hard to keep your white robe clean when you're fighting Uruk-hai.
Right.
Unfortunately,
Bleach.
needs a good Tide Pod.
Lots.
Like, is that the calendar right there on that stand?
See it behind the tree.
This was drawn out to the west.
Wasn't anything black there. But that would have been a very easy place to put it.
But of which Gandalf would have had to see it and do something about it.
Exactly.
Hard was more fascinating.
The other reason they chose this rock is because it points directly at Mount Doom.
So the people
It does. I mean, it does kind of make sense too. And like when you think about it, you know, you'd want to specifically have a fortress
Yeah, it's the sword.
hard to take over, especially because it's built so close to Mordor. But just, man, the amount of time it would take, crazy to think.
Well, this city was here long before the war with Sauron, right?
You know?
Right. I thought it was right. That's why it's Minas. They both have Minas Morgul, Minas Tirith, because they're part of the Numenorians or something like that.
Yeah. You're
Right.
The parts that didn't.
Wouldn't it be sad if originally the two countries, like their main cities, like looked out at each other?
Yeah.
And now, like, one of them's gone.
Or is it? I'm dead now.
Well, it's changed, if nothing else.
Well, it's too late for that.
He says that every day, I bet. Every day.
Yes.
Would get, that's where it's like it would get a little old. You can kind of get like Frodo's probably like, for God's sake, Sam. I get it. You want tea, okay?
Eat the leaves. Isn't this where they filmed the last episode of Wheel of Time?
I haven't seen it.
Could be.
It's just a bad forest.
I know they used so many of the same set pieces from other shows, so wouldn't surprise me. All that money. I don't know where it went.
They both look different in this scene. I bet it's at the top.
Oh, you're right. Sam's older.
They look,
and thinner.
they both look slightly different in their
Yeah.
facial.
Or graffiti.
Yeah, those orc youths.
Running
Messing up the
around,
town.
hand painting everything.
Sticking a rock on top of their head.
God, so clever.
Gork and Mork. That's the last.
It's really hard to find when they need it, you know?
Yep. They don't need it right now. That's why they can find it.
This is a really cool moment in the book,
Yeah.
though.
There he's better. So that before it was pickups kind of smart.
Now
Look
it's-
at
yeah. See how their faces
Yep.
look different? Yeah. That's straight out of no idea.
When your kid gets their first job.
Yeah.
That ain't tobacco Gandalf is smoking. He's like trying to forget. I do love the little detail of like how big the water pitcher looked to him and everything too, and he hands Gandalf what then seems like a very normal sized cup.
That's true.
Why do you all keep wanting to just step out? Do you know you're on camera, trying to get your 15 minutes of fame? Yeah.
I decided to jump in my lap when I was on a Zoom call earlier today. So
You gonna look? No. Okay.
this is my favorite battle in all of the movies.
It was a good final battle.
Yeah, this is my
It
favorite.
is very good.
Yeah, so like they do make it wildly different too.
Mm-hmm.
Every part of it, them coming over in ships to start, you know, the Oliphaunts. It was
There's a lot of
completely
stuff.
different feel.
Yeah.
Gandalf's like, I'm not actually that cool.
My light is a little brighter now. There is the wraith and his rider.
I feel like that kind of means he has been revealed, but
I was just gonna say.
Do you think when he died and went back to Eru that he got a big old download on everything that had happened worldwide? So the moment he re-entered, he knew everything that had occurred.
maybe, mayhaps.
I never keep track of the different places.
It's this part. It's like
Mordor.
it's a little cheesy, but like the green light, just like evil castle. Like, okay, that's definitely like the most evil castle you're gonna see, with the freaking like gargoyles and
Well, and then in the
everything.
book and in the cartoon, those gargoyles can see, and if you pass between them, and that's actually what sets off the signal.
Yeah. They're actually aware.
Oh.
And so Frodo like puts the ring on to go through Mordor.
Well, at one point, they dress up as orcs.
Yeah, that's in.
You think they got an elevator?
Stupid.
I'm not making it up
It's
there.
not stairs.
You couldn't pay me.
I was just say, yeah. At some point, you can't call that stairs anymore.
No. The fact that Gondorians went up there all the time too doesn't make sense. You know, yeah, I wonder if it's tipped from like an earthquake. Like it used to be a little bit more level, and it's just been done.
Could be.
Hmm.
What's it doing?
So they still have the signal. It's just the gargoyles.
They just don't talk about what caused it.
Yeah.
So as far as what's actually happening, is it basically just a big light show?
Yeah,
Okay. Like it's meant to freak all the opposing armies out.
it's how you get the cybugs to reset.
That's what's happening.
That is way too close for comfort. Just saying.
Dude, they're awful close. It would have been easy for the Witch King to see them.
Right.
Like if he had just flown the right way.
destroy Minas Tirith.
It's implied that like it wasn't caused by him. It was just happenstance.
Where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip.
Oh, they do have red eyes in there too.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
They look different than the other.
It probably helped that like the Witch King was just not looking for them this close or expecting them to be there at all.
Right.
This
So
just
you wouldn't have even glanced down.
seems like it could go bad in so many different ways here.
I agree. Like someone could fall.
Sleep on these.
Yeah.
One
Look
orc
up.
looks up.
One
Also,
orc.
how does the fell beast not smell them that close?
There's a lot of orc stink.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's a
it's
good.
probably,
That's a
they're
good
probably
point.
being masked.
Ugh, so creepy.
There's a task done. Another opportunity.
Each of them.
We must not.
Great.
I didn't know he had a name.
Yes. We've since got.
Prosthetic.
Like that. Mushroom face. I think the general of the orcs spent way too much time next to Minas Morgul getting the irradiation
Right.
walls.
Oops.
There's 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think your sound is up a little high. Now that it's to the fighting part.
Oh.
We're like right in sync with you guys, though.
Yeah, let me know if it still goes. We're trying to adjust it just right.
Meanwhile,
How's that?
I mean, you thought you were high before.
You think?
A freaking beacon.
Nope. Nope.
And just climbing up like
that
that.
guy's
I mean,
job is just to.
I don't know.
It's a punishment.
hang out by the beacon that will under no circumstances ever be lit.
Like porridge again? Okay.
I mean, they'd be like the people to survive in the event of a complete rout, though.
I love that Pippin suddenly realizes, like, oh,
Right.
this is on fire. Fire's hot.
And it's covered in oil.
Ooh.
That guy's got some great hair.
It does.
Like, how did they get up there, though?
He's one of the directors or something.
He is.
He's one
You're
of
right.
the.
He's
Yes.
second. He's second unit,
Yeah.
or is he one of the artists?
Or one of the artists. I think he's one of the artists. One of
From
those.
Weta.
One of those flame guys was.
With
he's
the- with
totally
the
been in
flowing
the-
hair.
Yeah.
Denethor.
Yeah. Ugh.
But even like across all of this expansive land, they have people posted all the time, just in case the beacons ever need to be lit. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
like
sure they
somebody's
cycle
like-
them out and stuff, but
Where do they stay? Like, I don't
Or
see
eat.
any sort of enclosure.
Or eat.
I guess
No,
that's
they've got a
a
Skywalker. Got a
There's a-
Skywalker hut there.
the Skywalker hut.
And he's like waving, like they're gonna see him waving instead of the beacon now.
That's the worst one.
To be like on the tip, like on top of this mountainous ridge, like
Nope, that's the worst one. Maybe they have a lembas bread deal.
hmm.
What do you mean?
Like the Eagles come and bring the lembas bread. That gets it. That's definitely a punishment.
Man.
Well, and pikas, mountain pikas.
Go get him, Aragorn.
Say it. Say the words.
His running is so erratic. Just flailing his
He's
arms
like,
and legs.
right, here we go.
He's running like Bilbo did when I'm going on an adventure.
That door entrance was decidedly less dramatic.
So
Those blonde-haired people.
Son.
Amazing. He's willing to do that after just surviving.
He had to. I was watching a really good video on the purpose of him writing to ruin and how important it is. That it isn't a matter of survival; it's a matter of doing the right thing. And the same is true for Arwen. Their actions are selfless in that they know they are choosing death, and it's an honorable one.
Oh, Mary.
Too excited.
It's just such pure joy. I mean,
Like a toddler when you tell them they can help you with the most minor task.
Fully armed and filthy. That makes it better.
it's my kind of army.
He's working so hard.
Yeah.
He's really trying with the pony.
Eomer is definitely one of my favorite characters.
Mm-hmm.
There he got his pony going. Go, Mary.
Just took a little time.
Right. Well, it was when the pony realized that he was going to be the last horse in Edoras. Was like, oh, shoot.
Better get going.
We're all running.
So it's morning now. They've been fighting all through
night.
that part of the night
Yep.
into the morning. Well into sunrise.
That was close.
Yeah.
Oh,
Duck.
yeah. What?
That's weird.
You guys still there?
Their bad day is just gonna get worse.
It like cycled for a second, like I was trying to upload.
Oh, we're still here. It buffered.
It was just
I'm checking
buffering.
ours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Our internet's really fast. How hard that was to admit defeat.
Oh my gosh. That's disgusting. Yeah.
What's going on, Corey? Okay, go ahead.
No, there's no context being shared. We're going to let it go.
It's the prettiest prettiest orc.
Yeah.
You never look at mushrooms the same way again.
Maybe he was a boxer and just got cauliflower ear all over his entire face.
Yeah, I was getting nothing, but now we're 450.
Okay.
And there's our one per movie.
At least one per movie.
Did they do it in
Yeah.
Fellowship? I don't remember it in Fellowship.
I don't think it's in Fellowship, I guess. At least in the last two, though.
But yeah.
I think it's in here multiple times, so I think we get it later too. There's some magic. Just feel obligated to point out all the
I know. I didn't notice before how much there was. Now I do.
It is. I mean, there's. It's only here and there for sure.
Yeah. So why did he take Pippin with him? I missed that.
Because he knows if he doesn't, Pip will run away.
Yeah.
Go back to the Shire.
You check him with this moment.
Kind of like, oh frick.
Yeah.
That's not good.
But honestly, how else would they have gotten in? Wasn't by the gate.
Yeah.
I think the whole UPS idea might have worked.
We got a package for Soren. Sauron. Can you sign this, please? Or are you just a giant eye? Okay. Have one of your works too.
We're gonna get a tip.
Yes, thank you, Mythology Press. I have actually technically only, I think, 3 different blouses, but I switch off like wearing a vest over them or a coat over them. So in the end, I end up with about 7 or 8 different outfits, but which is actually how they would have done it. They had multiple pieces, so that way you could switch it around and
Makes sense.
different and new. So, well, because it takes you a week to wash your clothes in 1900, so you had to multi-use things, and they're changing throughout the day depending on what class they are. But you would change for dinner and things like that. I'm not that.
Go home, Denethor. You're drunk.
Right.
Too many tomatoes.
Oh, this, yes, my cameo. Seeing like a cameo, like from a person in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. This one is actually, it's from. I gotta look. Yeah, I have a ring that matches this that I got from my grandmother when she went to Venice.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
Yeah, that's part of it. Eventually, I need to write up like all the pieces that I have.
I'm okay right now.
Palmer's Mythology Press. Oh, okay. Yep.
Palmer also has a very impressive costume collection.
Oh, excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we need to exchange.
Stairs.
Yeah, dead, done. That's it.
I would have fallen to my death long ago trying to get up.
100%.
I mean,
Like 5 stairs in, I'd be like, nah, this ain't worth it. I can't.
Yeah.
Tori and I went rock climbing at like a rock climbing facility, so it was all indoor. But like, you wear out pretty quick, especially if you're not used to it.
And you have to use every muscle in your body for something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine you get pretty pooped pretty quick.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading Sarah's comments. To lose the cameo. Yeah. When we moved, my greatest fear was that I was going to misplace some some of my pieces. Awesome, Palmer. That's awesome. I like to dress for being an author. This is my author costume. I'm actually very much an introvert, so I have to like fit into the role.
This is also my
Hey,
author
whatever
costume.
works.
That's your author costume.
That's my author costume. Yeah.
This is my uniform. That's what I wore to work today.
I actually left the house today and got dressed.
There you go.
Same.
It's my work from home week, so my job we do 1 week on, 1 week off, like 1 week in, 1 week from home. This is my work from home week, and I'm usually like, ugh, I'm working from home. By the time I get off work, I don't want to get dressed, go out and do stuff. But I had something to do this evening, so I actually got dressed and left the house, and he's still in his sweatpants.
Awesome.
You guys can't hear me munching, can you?
Oh, you're totally fine.
Okay. This moment breaks my heart a little bit. I am eating, to answer the comments, rice with zucchini, potatoes, onion, and spinach and feta sausage chunks.
Yum.
It's very good.
Sounds like a very
I was gonna say,
healthy.
that sounds pretty tasty.
Oh, hi, Wizard.
The
We try to eat pretty healthy for health reasons.
We're working on it. We're not doing great, but we're working on it.
It's
Getting
really
there.
it's a hard, like, especially when you're
Change.
out. Yeah, it's a hard change for sure.
When you just don't have time.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Oh yeah. We started doing meal prep.
Nice.
About almost 2 months ago now, just kind of some better options for like lunch, better portion sizes, different things like that. I should say I have been doing meal prep, I should say.
Speaking of eating healthy,
What a segue. What a segue.
good thing you didn't add it.
I should have waited to let the dog out until during this.
I could go add some tomatoes into my rice.
We have
Don't
tomatoes.
do it.
You could eat them at the same time.
That would be amazing.
if you can get the splatter onto the camera,
All
right.
No, it's fine.
No.
All right.
Because he's gonna do it too fast. You wouldn't get there in time. I don't. Well, maybe.
Do you
Fine.
want
No,
some?
it's fine.
All right.
Yes, Wizard, we're on the tomato scene.
Yep. We're coming up to it.
Yeah, sure. I guess. He was just fiddling with the tomatoes.
I am going to guess
Trying to make
that
them dry.
Denethor was Faramir as a boy.
Mm-hmm.
His father quashed that out of him and made him a soldier, and he gave in and became a very good soldier. And that's why Faramir thinks that Boromir, like him, was a soldier, because Boromir came out of the womb ready to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And so he wants to crush Faramir for the childhood he lost.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I like this stuff.
You do have a very complete thing.
You're welcome.
love to hate him. I don't like it when you make him pitiable.
What are you guys drinking this evening?
You just grabbed me some white wine, apparently. What do you got?
Nice.
Red wine?
This is Ice Bock that I've iced.
Iced wines are so good.
They are amazing.
Well, like iced, like I made a doppelbock that I then iced and took it from 8% up to 11% by putting it in a freezer.
All right.
So it's technically beer. But
It is
looks
beer.
like wine.
It's strong enough to be wine. Yeah, it's 11%.
I always forget that wine is strong.
I thought you meant like the frozen, the when the grapes are like frozen on the vine and then
You would
made.
like first freeze and then you pick
Oh,
it.
that's so good.
Yeah.
It's ridiculously expensive for a really small bottle, but it's so good.
Dane.
Right?
Oh,
Come on. There's kids starving in Moria, for crying out loud.
so funny.
I tried mead one time. Not for me.
Oh, really? I
Not
love
for me.
my sister-in-law makes it.
Yeah.
A lot of it, yeah.
Yeah, the first time we ever had it was up in Minnesota at the Run Fair there.
She's actually in Colorado now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Come visit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're like 2 hours from you guys. She's in by Steamboat Springs.
I think is I'm
Steamboat's
so
up
east
on
where everything
70.
is.
That's up
I think it's east.
Yeah, east.
to the top of right, like Aspen.
They must use collard green leaves because those look so similar to what we use.
They do.
That was we were trying to find something big and leafy, and then we saw those. We're like, yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
What else would you use collard greens for?
She'll actually eat them. I'm not a
I
fan.
like them. Like I eat
I
them.
love collard greens. They're
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
I just don't have the patience. My dad makes the best collard greens. I don't know that I would ever be able to match it. So I just don't want to try.
Did just try roasted Brussels sprouts with like a maple glaze and bacon recently, which is actually pretty darn good.
No, I
Mm.
love Brussels sprouts.
I'm so mad. Nobody told me how good those were. So mad.
I was unaware Brussels sprouts could be good prior to.
Yeah.
Same.
When they're roasted, crispy, they're good.
It's because anything is good with bacon, including maple bars.
So wait, so maple like you maple syrup or
Yeah, it was like a maple syrup to make like kind of like to glaze them, and then with some thick cut bacon. And then
Yeah, I
she
cut
roasted
some-
them.
I cut some bacon and I rendered it a little bit in a pan just to get a little bit of fat. And then I tossed the Brussels sprouts in with that with a little oil and then like salt and pepper. And then I added 100% maple syrup glaze and then I baked it.
Share
Nice. Oh, it's the share the load line.
Steamboat Springs is about 4.5 hours from us, but you would be driving by here to get there.
and raising bees. We used to his aunt used to raise bees and have
Yes.
we were very spoiled.
And Ethan, I'm not sure when we're stopping, but I'm guessing around a half hour. from
Got
now.
probably like 40 minutes left.
Yeah.
I had it earlier. I forgot what it is. It ends at
I was trying to see time left, but every time I click something, I don't want to accidentally pause
it
and get
ends
behind
with
and
when
strike you.
Aragorn sees the pirate ships before the ghosts are summoned.
So he's through the
He still has to go through the Mordor Vale,
yeah.
or through the paths of the dead.
This part never happens in the books, if I remember right. Right? Like, there's never a turn where Frodo just completely deserts him.
Not that I remember.
But he does ring bear after Shelob.
Yeah.
Is Shelob on this half or the second? That's when I will be.
So apparently Minas Tirith has a linen industry.
Right?
Here they are. Your Jackson's kids.
Oh, were they?
Yep.
Oh, where's Jackson? Did you see him in the second one? I missed it.
He's comfortable.
Where was Peter Jackson in film 2? I didn't notice. Was it in the first half? I know he's in Brave. I don't remember where he is in the second.
In this one, he's the pirate.
The spirit Helmsby. Okay. That wasn't the second one.
What a brilliant strategy to get rid of a whole bunch of your warriors right before a massive battle. It's really smart. That orc has had better days. Gothmog.
What a name.
That face.
Only a mother could love.
Can you lay down?
God.
There it is, yeah. Like listening to people eat, usually not super pleasant. Listening to Denethor eat, that's like something you have on replay in hell.
So you torture your enemies.
I wonder if they gave him like tips on how to eat like that, or if he just like was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna eat." Man, I love this scene though. Besides the eating,
It's really
all
good.
the rest of it is tip top.
Last ride of the Light Brigade.
I think it is that scene that makes the eating all the worse, though.
Mhm.
It's that he's sitting here just eating while his son goes off and dies.
Mm-hmm.
Dies.
Nico showed me a video a while ago. It was he was singing, and every time he starts eating, he just stops and just like looks over. he starts singing again, and then he starts eating again. And he just stops. It was the stop go. It was hysterical.
Oh, it was so great. If you
I'm
guys
pretty
haven't
sure I've
seen
seen
it.
that one. It is amazing.
Oh
It's
my
good
gosh,
stuff.
it's so funny.
Oh man.
Normally a video like that, like it would be like, okay, I get it. But it was just so like, and I would just get irritated, but it was just too funny. It just kept going, and I was like crying.
And I recall the last thing that happens on this disc is the summoning of Grond.
Who's Grond?
The wolf's head.
Mm.
I love how they felt they needed to go to the top up there instead of just down with the rest. That's a
It's
lot.
really high up.
With the extended or before? Why does this beard look green?
It does. Like
It did in that shot, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was very mossy.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's probably naturally a redhead, and so then they tried to put white on it or something, and it made it turn, like
That makes perfect sense.
when she dyes her hair, it turns green.
I know they don't get to be very clean, but a mossy beard just doesn't seem right.
Maybe it's the side effect of his beard oil.
You use what you got. There you go. He wants to be Treebeard. That's why.
We're expecting some green dye on you here soon, Ben.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm all for it. I think that'd be fun.
I'm less for it.
Well, then you think of how much money you can make committing your head to people as long as they don't take your neck. Green Knight.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You can have my head, but you can't have my neck.
Is that the book that you got me the other day, Tori?
Gawain and the Green Knight.
Yeah.
Pointy end going to the other Bible.
I don't know exactly which scene it is. No, you got the
What?
I just wondered. Get him, Mary.
Poke him. There's the Marshland is down Hollow, which is 29.
Yes, we are at 29.
And we're going to 36.
We're going to 36. Yes. Perfect.
Just the extended version, just the box itself is a piece of art.
So Sheila this tomorrow. Okay, good. No, I might be late tomorrow.
I'll be here.
Not a fan of spiders?
No, not giant ones. And they're in every fantasy book. They're in Harry Potter. They're in this one. Oh.
There's another Harry Potter parallel.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You definitely should never watch the movie Eight-Legged Freaks then, although it's a great movie.
No,
Or Arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia, no.
This poor guard is like, sorry.
I'll go back out.
Boy, am I glad I didn't touch him.
Yeah, that one's standing there.
They did a good job here. Like, you think, is it Arwen? Is it Arwen?
Oh yeah.
I guess he's got a bit of a penchant for the dramatic as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Mr.
Elrond?
Anderson.
I haven't watched those in years. Matrix movies. Hi, T. We are Elrond and Vigo and Aragorn are talking in the tent.
He's about to be given a gift.
Yes.
So,
I think it's the
scene
end
30.
End of the Marshall.
Yep.
Marshall of the Rohirrim or something like that.
Scene 31 is Flame of Anduin.
We should get to that. Do we have a timestamp for the HBO watchers? I think we're all on DVD now. Okay. Being given his sword. I guess it does make it more profound him being here instead of earlier.
I'm going to wager Elrond was part of who taught him how to use a sword, that he could trust him drawing the sword the way he does in front of his face. He's the one who trained him.
I mean, kudos, because he doesn't even flinch.
Not a moment.
Mm-hmm. The man who can wield the power of this sword can summon to him an army more deadly than any that walks this earth. That's where we're at.
Look what the stats are on that sword. How long is it?
Long one. It's not the size that matters.
I'd rather be wielding that sword than David's one-handed.
Thing's pretty cool.
It's just a dagger. .40-inch blade, 52-inch total.
As tall as our kids. Yeah. So quickly. And coming from, I forget his name, is it Anderson? The guy who teaches him, right?
Mhm.
He's like well known for all of his choreography with swordsmanship. No, when you're turning a girl down, you don't reach over and touch her face.
Would have been a mixed message.
So it would have clefts for days, though.
Yes, they would have had beautiful children. But
If anything, you can give a little shoulder punch or something. Be like, yeah, good one. And then
Bye,
leave.
buddy. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, the bed,
Buddy.
dead, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't caress her
Definitely an
face.
Aragorn thing to do.
I've
Give
been,
somebody
I've
a
been fighting.
shoulder punch.
It's not me, it's you. Or, that's not you, it's me.
Yeah.
I wish for joy since I first saw you.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
It's not me. It's
Yeah.
See, he should have made a statement because it looks like he's leaving.
Yeah, but the wrong way.
Yeah. It seems like
I never
the
noticed.
three
I never noticed the
leaders-
men here that lead up to the path. And
Yeah, like he doesn't even know. Why couldn't he have just turned around and been like, "Hey, I'm gonna go see if I can summon an army of the dead"?
Right? Yeah. I'll be back.
Bye.
or just there's something I must do.
Yeah.
Like Theoden does a good job with it, but yeah, it's just like, come on, you just want your dramatic exit where you cause a scene and then leave.
he also has to save face here because he's like, "You were all here for Aragorn, weren't you?"
Yeah. Yeah, I think his dye was off in it's like they did pickups because his hair is super orangey yellow and his beard looks green. Or they just messed up the light, how they do the artificial lighting afterwards.
Yeah, it could be. It was like a very, very bright, very blonde in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Sue, I'm guessing it's because Éomer is also going to battle with him, so he's just assuming both of them are going to die.
It also is not very responsible of her to leave her post. I mean, if she's supposed to take over,
I want to be in a cage.
well, who's going to take over after her though? If she dies,
Yeah, it would kind of leave them all
Everybody
exposed.
loses, dies, then there will be no Edoras.
that's true. I guess the point of this battle is, yeah, the scene with Theoden looking off into the sunset. That one. And now they're walking down the dark stone.
What was the name of the movie that he filmed? His horror movie that he did. He used these same shots.
Who did?
Peter Jackson.
Oh, really?
These exact shots happened in his horror movie from before this.
Oh, really?
And so he did it as an ode to himself to show that this is actually the same place that his favorite place to shoot.
Huh. Yeah, that's an interesting little factoid too. I didn't know that.
I'm surprised the horses made it that far.
They're good horses.
Yeah.
They're elvish.
Elvish horses, it
That's
makes
right.
sense.
They're actually not. But
I like that as an excuse for everything.
I do too. I'm going to use it even after we're done with the watch along. I'm just going to say that randomly. Why is this the way it is? It's elvish.
So the horses have
Plus,
pointy
smart
ears.
Yeah, the horses are like, nope.
Yeah, there they go. Bye-bye.
No more
Good thing he
Brago.
pulls his sword out first.
Right? That would have been a problem.
Yeah.
But like, if they brought any supplies with them, there it goes.
Right, yeah.
How many skulls did they end up using for this scene that's coming up?
Lots.
It was like
It's like
they made like 200 and then 2,000, and then it was like they ended up making 20,000 or something like that.
Huh.
we can reuse them.
They do though, like more and more,
Right.
but they had to make more and more resin skulls to get the number
Yeah.
of skulls he wanted.
But
Which
now,
he was
they
right.
have skulls for days, and they're good for any future Indiana Jones film. when it comes back to life.
They're filming right now.
I know.
Number 5.
Are they seriously filming another one? Oh my gosh!
It's okay. It's an odd number 1.
So it might
Odd
be
number
good.
ones are always
It might
good.
Be good. Yeah.
Is that where we're going?
At least with Indiana Jones.
Because number 1 and 3 were the best,
Yeah.
and 2 and 4 were a thing.
Wasn't Crystal Skull 5 though?
It's 4.
Or is that 4? Oh, okay.
I thought it was 4.
Yeah, because that was.
And Temple of Doom was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remembered him running with her. I was confused by him.
What do you mean her? That's a him.
Sorry, him. You just said my lady. He knows.
In the book, though, he doesn't.
No, right?
Right?
Yeah, but also she's in costume like from the moment they leave Edoras.
Mm-hmm.
The only clean shaven Rohirrim.
I mean, I kind of appreciated that reading the books with my son, like, because I know, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know that it's actually Eowyn all the way up to the point where the Witch King happens.
Oh wow.
She should have just worn a fake beard like all the other Rohirrim.
She could have crocheted one.
The image, it's so good. Yeah, it is a good reveal.
Legolas is such a poet. Who knew?
Yeah, I was gonna say all
That's some purple prose right there.
Most
He's
he's
waxing poetic in here.
section of the film.
We're at book 3 now, so now he's a heartthrob. And by movie 3, he was a heartthrob.
Oh yeah.
You better have some more.
Oh,
Get him more in pickups.
In fact, when did Spirits come out? It's
Yeah, suddenly he has lines.
right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I remember this part in the game, Third Age.
Mm.
Was it Third Age that had this part where you had to get through the... This was really hard, actually, if I remember right.
We just blow more.
Hey, it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean was the same year as this. 2003.
That doesn't like us not deal these same guys in the Caribbean. Absolutely. Pirates is a classic though. I can't wait for the kids to watch that one.
I'd be more worried that I'd twist my ankle than stepping on skulls, to be perfectly honest. I'd just be like, can we get to the end of this? Okay,
Right.
great. Like, it's fine.
I'd twist my ankle walking on a flat surface, so I definitely would do it walking on that.
All those curves.
So the King of the Dead, who is that? I'm sure that there's lore behind that, but like,
I don't remember.
Well, he's captain of the Black Pearl.
Right.
it's Barbosa.
It is Barbosa.
It's
It's
literally.
Barbosa.
There's a whole thing in the book, but I don't remember.
I mean, he was a traitor.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
right.
like,
They were supposed to fight in the war
Why is
against
he the
Right.
king?
Sauron, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yes, and then they
And
didn't
then
come.
They
Like,
ran. They
were
ran
called.
away here.
So now they have to.
So as they died, they became ghosts.
Because they had promised that they would, and so their oath is holding them. Something like that.
He even talks like Barbosa. Now that I'm here, like
That's
the
my
way
new
he says
headcanon.
"dead."
Yeah.
Love it.
What did you say, Paris?
That's what they really did. It wasn't that they didn't fight; it's they took all those medallions from Gondor and didn't
Yep.
give them back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every time they come out in the moon.
It's not for many, many years that they solved that.
But you imagine them though, like as they're if they all came and they built this city underground, thinking they were just going to hide away. Then as each one died, they became a ghost and started haunting the others. They would all by the time they had died have gone completely mad.
Not broken. Why does he float there?
Because his blood doesn't let him touch any skulls or anything now.
That sounds horribly painful, Sarah.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh no!
They're like, not so bad.
We would joke to play on you first.
Mm-hmm. Where's that face again, Lila?
Clean up on aisle 5.
I mean, it's an abandoned mausoleum, so of course they had to open up a Halloween spirit store.
Already have the decor.
Yep.
There's probably one setting up in Isengard right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh.
Dollar General already beat them there, though. There's another Dollar General up by the dam.
Yeah.
Is this Osgiliath?
No, it's up the river.
Oh,
south.
gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Pirates are making their way. Pirates of Angbad?
Peter Jackson.
Yes. Pirates of Peter Jackson.
Nice.
Belt is like full with all of it.
Yeah, Corsairs of Umbar. Thank you. T. You are now deemed the official
I
Tolkien
know.
scholar.
Well, he's read them the most recently.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's read them a lot, from what I understand.
Yeah.
So
I really need to get to
That's
it.
your favorite series, right, T?
How many
I'm
arrows
assuming.
are in him? Is it 3? No.
The third one would have done it.
It should have been 3 on the opposite side of him.
2 of them are in the same spot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But there were
I'll have
only
to
2, so he survived.
Mhm.
Once
Boromir
I'm finally,
had
since
3.
I'm going to finish up Wheel of Time soon for my reread of that, I'll probably throw in Lord of the Rings because I have a lot more time for audiobooks, but I don't have a 40+ hour one every month.
Yeah, here you go, Terry.
The fact that he was like shocked by this.
Yeah. He sent him to his death. He
And
knew
he's
They were
This is
outnumbered,
such a
then
giant
survived.
act.
Yeah.
no kidding.
He's just been watching Netflix and his Palantir this whole time.
it. Yeah.
I love that orc has a really high pitched voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the one talking female orc in the whole film. Pretty standard practice, though.
I know. It's historical.
What else are you gonna do? You got it. You might as well use
I
it.
appreciate Jackson's attention to historical
Yeah.
detail.
Yeah, because right.
Denethor, you are the worst parent ever. Officially.
Yeah, Sarah, if you decide to read them, listen to them on audiobook read by Andy Serkis.
It's so good.
I can't recommend it enough. It's so good. It
Good
makes
shot.
it a lot easier to get through. Like, I think it's like each one is like 40 hours,
No.
20 hours. Each one's 20 hours.
Maybe.
So it's 60 hours total.
Dude, do you know how long it takes to ride from Rohan to Gondor? Chill out.
I know.
3 days.
3 days. As the Nazgul flies.
That's another, yeah.
Yes.
It's a 3 days gallop.
You can't go the whole way. Horses would die.
Terrible king.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
that's
him.
right.
That's right.
Mood.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, they're Lord of the Rings actually aren't bad. It's Hobbit's 10.5, Fellowship's
Reverse it.
a little over 22, and then 20, 21-ish. So, and right now I'm doing A Memory of Light, which is like 42, 43.
50 with Michael Kramer.
I'm at 1.75 speed because
Oh,
it's Michael Kramer.
right.
So
That'll do it.
Yeah. That's the other thing.
that makes it feel a little more normal.
Exactly. Yeah. You narrators read so slow.
I don't. I read at 125.
You do read pretty.
I listening to his audiobook. I've gotten kind of used to 1.5 being normal speed because most narrators talk kind of slow. I'm at 1.5 and I'm like, I can't listen to this. I have to slow it down for him. He's like the only person I've ever found that actually just reads at a good pace like that.
Right.
It was weird, but it was nice.
That was a good shot.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That was also a good shot. He is so cool.
Mhm.
Mario.
I mean, that's a pretty
Mario
ballsy
right
move.
there.
Even the trolls like, huh? What?
Whoa, dude.
Whoa.
Oh, I would love. That's the only way I would listen to the Silmarillion. Is if you
I've never been able to get through
Oh,
it.
interesting.
I haven't either.
I had to
I might
listen to
try it, though.
Silmarillion via audio. It was the only way.
Yeah,
I
if
could do it.
Andy Serkis does the Silmarillion, I'll try it.
Whose voices is he going to emulate, though?
Gandalf.
Golems
Right.
for the entire Silmarillion.
Right.
That would be actually
Oh,
pretty
thank-
hilarious.
Oh my gosh. I feel like it'd be terrible, but wonderful. at the
Baron and
same time.
Luthien in Smeagol's voice.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no!
As read by Smeagol and Gollum.
Yes.
In love with each other.
And they argue about it as
Yep.
they read. Yes. It'd be hilarious.
Oh man.
So Silmarillion goes before. It's like a prequel, right? It's like a
history book.
It's the beginning of the world.
right.
The whole thing. Yeah.
So like you should read The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings before you read Silmarillion.
Yes.
I would say. Yeah.
They did not sign up for skydiving lessons.
No. Poor Pippin.
Chaos. It is after LOTR. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
What?
The brain cells, guys. It's
Shoot the
like I
wooden
love how
tower
they're
for
all
me.
shooting at this metal and leather hide thing.
Yeah.
Like it. Why?
Yeah. Shoot the people pushing it.
I don't think arrows hit with that much force either to send them visibly flying backwards.
Yeah, I saw that too. I was like, what is it that shot them out like that? Because they were flying.
Do it myself.
Start kicking some butt. So, wham.
You looked like you had a comment there.
Huh?
You looked like you were about to say something.
Yeah, I was confused why Gandalf's sword clubbed the orc's head instead of actually cutting at all.
Because this isn't a rated R movie.
Question mark on that one.
Good
job, Pippin.
45-degree angles, then it's a slap.
Right.
It reminds me of the show they did, Legend of the Seeker, where all of the swords, they would just hit each other with the swords. There was no blood, no like injuries. You whacked somebody with the sword and they fell down like they were dead. And it was like, for an actual like show with a decent budget, it was so weird. I think we're just about there.
Yeah.
All right, T, what are those things?
Great beasts.
The big rhino things that were pulling that.
I was just expecting T to jump in the comments and have like a specific name
Right.
for them. Because they look kind of like, rhino things. But like, the elephants are oliphants.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, in the peaceful river.
All right.
Are we stopping there?
Very,
That
like,
was it. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Apparently that, yeah. It just-
Drawn.
that's it. It's granted, I know it happens, but still, like, that is a huge cliffhanger. Like, it's not a good spot to leave it, guys. Why would you do that to us?
But it's popcorn for intermission.
You can stay up and finish it.
No,
the rest of
I'm
us will go
definitely
to
not
sleep.
going to. Like, I'm ready to be done, but
Right.
at the same time, like,
No.
they could have split that a little better, even if it means
It's that or
disappears a little
stop Linus
longer.
Frodo's being hit by Sheila's stinger.
Well,
Okay, that would probably
I
be
mean,
worse.
there are probably worse places. Yeah.
that would-
Fair enough.
All right, everybody. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you
us
for joining
tomorrow
us.
night. We end our journey through Middle Earth with Return of the King. I have my handkerchief handy next time.
Don't forget to say
One ring to rule them
What?
all. You want to enter to win copies of our books. And subscribe to Nico and Tori and Wizard.
Andrew Wizardly
Yep.
writes,
He's down below.
Reads.
So
reads,
comments
reads.
below it.
Like-
Yeah.
It's late.
It's all right. We'll get him an Andrew's Wizardly Rights someday.
There you go.
Hey, maybe.
You never know.
And Nico too.
Yeah.
Nico's book rights.
I'll come up with an even more generic channel name. Yeah.
Nico writes books.
There you go.
Oh man.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you all for joining.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good
Bye,
night.
guys.
Right.